YouTube, check it out, man. I had to come in and chime in on this topic. Calvin Ford talking about Gervonta Davis make stars? Huh? Yo, listen. Calvin Ford, Gervonta Davis, salute to the camp. But y'all making people stars? Must have got to your head. It must have got to your head. Y'all really think y'all Floyd? Especially Gervonta Davis. Every press conference, every interview, but Floyd did it. But Floyd. Oh, they hate Floyd too. Yo, listen. That effect got to Calvin Ford head. Like, I already knew Gervonta Davis was already gone. He was already under the Mayweather banner. But Calvin Ford, now you saying Gervonta Davis make stars? Let's get into it, man. Listen. It's no order. But listen, Frank Martin. Now listen. Wasn't Frank Martin already up and coming? We knew Frank Martin from Errol Spence Jr. He was doing a phenomenal job managing, promoting Frank Martin. That's how we knew about Frank Martin. And then when you pick him, we like, he's not on the level yet. But cool. He got a name. He under Errol Spence Jr. He got a name. So it makes sense. The name don't sell, right? Pitbull Cruz. Nobody, listen, I'm going to keep it real funky with Pitbull Cruz. Isaac Pitbull Cruz, and shout out Isaac Pitbull Cruz, because you got to salute all boxers. But listen, Pitbull Cruz is a solid fighter. He wasn't known like that. Maybe, see, I'm a casual, and the casual fans did not know Isaac Pitbull Cruz. Granted. But when you fought Isaac Pitbull Cruz, you got the backlash. But then it's like, he gave you a tough time. That's how he got the name Pitbull. He gave you a tough time in that ring when we thought, knockout. Who's this guy? Knockout. All right? So Pitbull Cruz then go forward with a name saying, okay, that's Pitbull. He don't come forward and he don't make it a tough fight. He's one of them guys that don't make a tough fight. Listen, that's it. The fans came on, and every time he fought, he's gonna give somebody a tough fight. That's it. Like, that's it. Now, of course, Gervonta Davis, Isaac Pitbull Cruz, you got the name, you put the name. Now we want to see, he's a tough fighter. He got the name, the record with Gervonta Davis. So it's like, if we put him with anybody else, we don't say, okay, he gave Gervonta Davis a tough fight. So it's okay for him to fight Shakur or anybody else, Devin Haney or anybody else. But let Devin Haney, Shakur, and them tell you, Pitbull Cruz is come on, man. He's a good fighter, but come on, man. Pitbull Cruz is, and this is what I'm saying, the fame only comes from the name. Okay, we put the spotlight on you because you made it tough for Gervonta Davis. But the other guys is handling you. So now Pitbull Cruz is a chump for real. Now we like, all right, yo, we don't, come on with that. All right? Hector Garcia. Nobody really knew him. Nobody cared. Nobody still cared. Right? And shout out to Hector Garcia. Rolly. Now, Rolly, right? We knew about Rolly. We heard about Rolly. Maybe because he was in the Mayweather camp. We don't know. But we heard about Rolly, and Rolly had charisma. Like he knew when to pop shit, and he knew when to, like, stay in the back. I forgot his coach name, but his coach, that was a good team for Rolly. Put it like that. So Rolly already had a little buzz in boxing. Now, when y'all put the names together, yes, the spotlight is on him. See what he could do, right? Because we want you to knock him out. What you did, you knocked Rolly out. But in that fight, right, we seen you come out with a red spot right. And you said Rolly hit hard. So we want a Siggy rematch because, like, now we understand Rolly rushed it a little bit. He got clipped. Got it. But now Rolly just fought Ryan Garcia. Looking good at 140. So now, would you take the fight again? Of course not. Of course you want to take that fight again. Of course you want to take that fight again. And it will be a bigger bag. Like, it will be a bigger bag. Ryan Garcia. We know Ryan Garcia. But the thing about it, Rolly and Ryan Garcia, if you fight these two guys, you'll get a bigger bag. Okay, you make stars, but where's the bigger bag? You don't want no bigger bag? You don't want no bigger bag, right? What happened to the five fight deal and Lamont Roach, right? Let's get to Lamont Roach. You're right. Nobody. Well, the casuals, I'm talking about me. Me and the casuals, we could kind of talk on this. Like, we didn't really know too much about Lamont Roach. Granted. Put the spotlight on him. Right? You put the spotlight on him. And he proved himself. Like, he arguably won the fight. You took a knee in the fight. Now, we could say you played a part. You put the spotlight on these guys, making them superstars. Nah, I don't see where you made anybody a superstar, bro. It's arguably Pitbull Cruz, but like I said, Pitbull Cruz is a chump. Like, Pitbull fighting Lamont Roach right now. We don't really want to see that, bro. We don't want to see Lamont Roach fight Pitbull Cruz. I'm gonna keep it 100. We don't want to see that, bro. We want to see tough fights. We want to see a name versus a name with the skill versus with the skill. That's all we asking for, bro. Now you got a problem with making people superstars. But hey, listen. I only could see Pitbull Cruz. Lamont Roach, he's about to fight Isaac Pitbull Cruz. Nobody want to see that. They trying to do a measuring stick, but we already know. We already seen him fight Gervonta Davis. Gervonta Davis need to go back and fight Lamont Roach after the Jake Paul. And if not, oh well. Another thing, let me know in the comments, right? Let me know in the comments, right? Because a lot of people saying, I keep hearing a lot of people talk about Terrence Bud Crawford should not fight Jerome Boots Ennis. Or they solidifying and giving reasons. Like, granted, you don't have to fight Jerome Boots Ennis. Like, I'm not understanding that. I'm not understanding that either. Because then you have a problem with Gervonta Davis saying he don't want to fight Shakur Stevenson. Is that not like the same thing? Is it not like the same thing? Like, if we don't respect Terrence Bud Crawford saying, "Y'all not fighting Jaron Bruce Ennis," what's the point? We gotta respect Gervonta Davis saying he's never gonna fight Shakur Stevenson. We have to just respect it. We have to respect it. Not me, because I believe and I want Terrence Bud Crawford to fight Jaron Bruce Ennis. I don't see why not. I don't see why not, bro. Who else Jaron Bruce Ennis got to fight? Like, he kind of pigeon-toed at 147 or 154. Like, who is he gonna fight, bro? Like, the big fight is Terrence Bud Crawford versus Jaron Bruce Ennis, and the casual fans would be okay with Jaron Bruce Ennis. Terrence Bud Crawford leaving the sport like that, bro. Do some expedition, but you gotta fight Jaron Bruce Ennis. Like, I don't see why hardcore boxers saying, "Yo, he doesn't need to fight Jaron Bruce Ennis." Nah, man. We need the fights. Count four. I'm mad you talking about this. We make stars, bro. I'm getting too big-headed in the sport of boxing. That's like a cop-out now. I don't want to pay this dude. You don't want to pay this dude what? You don't want to pay this dude? But then you pay Frank Martin. So now you basically say, I'm gonna pay dudes to get knocked out. That's what it's coming off of. I'm gonna pay dudes to get knocked out. Because when you fighting these tough opponents, Lamont Roach, no mas, no rematch, no nothing. When you fought Ryan Garcia, it should have been a rematch. But no, because Ryan Garcia said no weight calls, no none of that. Now you don't want to fight, bro. Come on, bro. Like, let me know in the comments, man, what y'all think, man. Did Gervonta Davis make some of these guys stars? And did he make them good for the sport of boxing? Or what? Because to me, I'm gonna keep it all the way funky with you, bro. Lamont Roach, Rolly, and maybe Frank Martin. Those are only three guys. If Gervonta don't fight, they would have had a name. I believe in the casuals, this elements of boxing. Them three guys would have had a career and a fame in boxing, bro. No doubt about it. No doubt about it. I could see it. Now, Pitbull Cruz would have been him right now, a tough opponent. That's it. That's all he would have been. Like, come on, bro. Like, would have just been a tough opponent now. Let me know out of these opponents, bro. Am I wrong? With Rolly, Frank Martin, and Roach, would they not have had a career? It's some guys at 137, 130 that Lamont would have been fighting. And I could say, I'm going to end it, I'm going to wrap it up right here. I could argue that Gervonta Davis is a star blocker. Because you're paying these guys to get knocked out, right? When a tough fight comes, you don't want a rematch. You get mad that they got a little clout. You don't want their name to be you don't want certain boxers' name to be mentioned while you're in the interview. You talking about who guys fought? Bro, we looking forward to see you on Netflix in November. That's all I have for y'all, man. Let me know in the comments. Like I said, let me know in the comments. It's a couple of things I want y'all to let me know in the comments. First, let me know what y'all think about the boxing community talking about Terrence Bud Crawford Terrence Bud Crawford is okay. He don't need to fight Gervonta Davis. But why we're not giving that to Gervonta Davis when he says he don't want to fight Shakur Stevenson? My second thing, let me know who was a star. Who is a star after Gervonta Davis fought? Who is a star for real? For real. Not just the name, so you can get some money off the name because the name is attached to Gervonta Davis. Not because that. Who's a real threat? Who's a real problem? Who's gonna really step up to the plate on any situation? That's who the elements of boxing is champion for. See y'all in the next video, man.